record it to the computer. Hello, everyone. We're just doing a quick Canva training. So, can you see my screen, Sandra?
I can.
Okay.
Yes.
So, I'm going to close some of this other junk too, because I don't need it. All right. So, when you're on Canva, there's a whole bunch of different things you could do. I keep a lot of designs open all the time. But basically, you just create a design. I like either the Facebook post or the Facebook story for just normal everyday parties. But typically I do Facebook post. You can also do the social media post. When you do that, it'll always open up a new screen. Now, are you seeing the Canva screen?
I am.
Okay. With the blank Canva. So there's a lot of different things you can do here. You can start with a background and just add any of these backgrounds. I'll do this sometimes, depending on my mood. Like you can put this on here and it's a nice little background. You can also take a photo and search cake. And there's a whole bunch of, now see the ones with little dollar signs? Those ones cost $1, so don't use those. Use the free.
Okay.
See, like this one's a cute little cupcake one.
Uh-huh.
So you can make that bigger than, as long as the top and the bottom are bigger than the top and the bottom of your square, you can use it as a background. So like I like the ones that have kind of a blank empty space with some stuff at the bottom there. And then you can just add pictures. You'll go in your uploads and you can upload any image that you
See, I've actually managed to upload some Pampered Chef images in there.
Yes.
I just haven't figured out how to get my own words on them.
Okay. Yep. We'll get that too. So let's say, where is, I was looking, here we go. I was looking for my brownie pan because that kind of goes with that. So the Pampered Chef image, I like, I hate that it has all this extra stuff here. So I always hit crop and then you can make it whatever size you want.
Okay.
And of course you can shrink it down or whatever. I'm just going to do this one here. And then you have the image. You can change the size of it by grabbing the corner. You can also change the rotation of it by grabbing that little thing, and then you can rotate that image. Like this still has those funky little corners, so I'm going to put those funky little corners out there so you can't see them. So then I need some words to go with that, right? So then you hit text. And then I usually just use add a header. I almost always use just add a header. Then you can change the font, you can change the size, you can change the color. So let's just say brownie pan, or who loves their brownie pan. And again, I can rotate it. You can highlight it all, change the font. There's a million in here fonts. I mean, and see the ones with the little crowns, don't use those. Again, those are paid for.
Those are going to cost you.
So anytime you see a crown, don't choose that one. But there's plenty that are not crowns. So you should be able to find one that you like. Here, I like this one. Here we go. And then let's make it a little bigger. There we go. Who loves their brownie pan? You know what? Then another really cool thing that you can do, which you can hit the not photos, elements. I love to use elements in here. A lot of these are really cool to use. So like the grids, you would use a grid if you wanted a picture in any of those type of quadrants. So if you wanted like a long skinny picture in 2, or you know, you can,
I think I actually did make one out of the grid one time. It was the only thing I made.
yep.
It
And with
was
the
the one
grids,
where it was saying do your points or whatever.
uh-huh.
You get so many points for
And you can
this,
put words in the grids, you can put pictures in the
and
grid.
it took me like 2 weeks to make. So I still use it. It's the only one I have.
You can use shapes, and what a shape does is like this one you could put behind the words to kind of make it look fancier. And you can make it a color. So you click the color here, we can make it blue. And then the outside color, we can make it light blue. And then what you see, how you can't see the words right now, you just hit position and then you send it backwards and then you can see your words.
Okay, there's where I ended up with trouble. Yes.
Yeah, so
All the words kept disappearing.
when you can't see something, you have to change the position.
Okay.
Another really cool element is the frames. Like with this frame, we don't like these corners right here. So we can find a rounded frame. Here we go, this one right here, sure. And then we can take our brownie pan and we can put it right in there.
Oh, cool.
And then again, see how it's really far zoomed up? It's too far zoomed up, so we can shrink it down a little bit. This one's not letting us do too much, but we can shrink it down a little bit. We can, if you double click it, it lets you grab the inside, lets you move it around a little bit. Because this one is diagonal, I think it's not letting us do much with it. But if it was like the same direction as that frame, you would be able to do more. But because I already moved it, and then you can shrink that, you can move that same way. Again, a lot of these frames,
there you go.
A lot of these frames have a color around the edge. You just click that up here and you can change that to any color you want, you know, to match that. I love the frames because they're a lot of fun. And
makes everything stand out.
like you can use anything in here and you can do your uploads. You can take this and you just drag it over there and it puts it right in there. And again, you can change the size of it. You can change the position. Of course, I don't want to, that kind of goes with that, I guess, a scoop, because you want to use your scoop for your brownie pan, right?
Right.
So,
scoop or the batter mixer.
Right, the batter mixer would go in there. But you can adjust the color again. That can have a blue on the outside. I'm not sure what this one is. I don't know what that is symbolizing. But what I like to combine with Canva is Pixabay. I think I spelled that wrong. Yes, I did. Stop it.
Don't you love autocorrect?
Yes, I just love it. I think it's this one. Yeah, Pixabay. Pixabay. So this website has millions of free photos. And so like I typed in cake before and remember a lot of those were paid photos. Well, now what I like to do in here, so the only ones that you have to pay for are the ones up here, which we don't need those. You have all of these down here for free. But what I like to do is I like to click the category, no, not category, the images, and I like to do vector images. These images are images that will go over the top of your Canva page. So like, let's see, actually, let's do brownie since we're doing a brownie pan. And see, sometimes there's not a ton, but that's enough. We'll use this one.
Right.
So we have this, see how it has that checkered behind it? That means the picture that it's going to be on top of will show instead of this. And so we just do free download. you can make an account on here, a free account. Do not pay for this again, and just download it. The only
Thanks for
reason,
that, by the way.
yeah, the only difference is because I don't have an account, I have to click I'm not a robot every time I download something.
Oh, right.
So then they want you to donate, but I have never donated. I'm bad. So then I'll upload that image once it's done thinking. Come on. I don't know why my computer's running so slow. Hi, Amy.
Hi.
So then I have this vector image.
Amy joining us for training.
Yep. And so there's a big brownie. And see how it is the shape of that vector image.
Uh-huh.
And so I kind of like it better than this background. And so I'm going to take this and rotate it over here, shrink it a little bit more, rotate it back there, make it a little bigger. We'll shrink this little guy a little bit because I don't really want him there. Move this, and then that needs to be a different color because it doesn't really show up on there.
Oh, okay. There we
And
go.
yeah, see how easy that is?
Yeah.
But there's all sorts of tools in here. I love the elements. Like I said, try the frames out when you put a picture in. And there's a whole bunch of them. Don't ever click anything that has a little crown on it because you don't want to pay.
Crown or $1?
$1.
Well, what the whole screen that you're on right now, when you very first started, it brings the home page of Canva, like it says social media or poster.
This one?
Yeah. So what do you choose here?
I usually almost always do Facebook post unless it's for the cover. And the cover
See,
does.
and I need a cover. I don't have a cover on my new page. I don't know how you.
I will tell you on the covers, it's not the right size for a Facebook cover. You will see when I post this on the Denny Dreamers, which I need to update it. I haven't updated it, you guys. I'm sorry.
I actually stole a picture from your photos in your page to do it. I think it's the one that said something about it wasn't one of these.
Yeah.
It's just a picture. It was something about we all dream or something. I don't know.
See, I tried making a new one and I didn't like it. And so look at everybody's face looks bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the thing, you kind of have to just play around. Like this one right here, what I used to do is I would take this and I would shrink it and then I would download it because then that would all fit in the top
Facebook cover.
Yeah, when you're looking at it.
So where'd you find those keys?
These keys were a element.
Oh.
And so I just went in here and I typed key and see it's right there. And like I really liked a different one, but it was a paid for one. And I was like, I'm not paying for it.
Love you girls, but
yeah,
I'm not paying for it.
That too.
So yeah, so and like this is a frame. There is
And
also
you put
the
your
stickers
picture in there because that is the key you sent me.
Oh yeah, you got one of those, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yes. Now there are the stickers. I'm not a huge fan. They don't tend to work for everybody, if that makes sense. Like some people will see it as a video and it just kind of repeats.
Oh,
But other people, like, I kind of like.
But people, it depends on, I think, their internet and
right.
how that's going, whether it'll slow down their stuff or what.
Exactly. And some people don't have theirs turned on or whatever. And so then it doesn't work. So like if I put a sticker on here, it automatically changes it to when you download it.
Then it starts.
It does a video beta. And even if you delete this, Oh, that time it didn't. Last time it would, I could not get, I have one picture that I use all the time, this one, and it's still, when I go to download it, it says there's a picture on here, but there's no graphics on there. I'm wondering if there's, I don't know.
Maybe it's hidden in the back.
Maybe it's hidden in the back. I don't know. Because that's all that's there. I don't know. And if you ever mess something up, like I just deleted that picture and I'm like, oh, I didn't want to delete that. You can just hit undo.
Oh, okay.
Because I do that all the time. I hit undo. Like, oh, I want those hearts back.
And
So-
I'm not real crazy about those that do the graphic or I
Yeah.
guess the light thing, because not everybody can see those. You're right.
Right. And it doesn't, and it's harder to post my party, stuff like that. But you can add anything on here. Like this picture, I kind of want this to be farther down because I feel like those, I don't need the bottom of that.
Thanks.
So then it's all the way down to the bottom. And then I can make this a little bigger. I would redo this one because I'm not loving that brownie pan, how it turned out. Look at that. I'm like, I'm not loving that. See, it's bigger now. Or it's smaller. Because I had cropped it, made it
better.
inside.
So I don't understand the little bit that I've messed around with when I type words,
Mm-hmm.
I find the words that add a heading. Well, then that's what it says. So when I try to delete the words add a heading, it goes super tiny.
Okay, so every time
Yes.
I add a heading, I click add a heading and then I immediately type something. This
So
is
you don't have to get rid of the add a heading.
easiest because then that add a heading goes away. You can delete everything in there, but like you said, then the thing gets teeny tiny.
Yeah, it does that.
And then you can't find where to click.
Yeah.
So I always leave a letter or something in there. And
then I have trouble doing it and then my words just disappear.
Me
I
too.
got my picture in front and my words are gone.
oh, and that may be because your position is bad. Is that?
My position's always bad.
And then like if I was to have white writing on here, that would almost disappear too. But there's also, you can, like if I was to put enter here and then it's on to the left, then you can center it, move to the right, to the left.
And then how do you change the color of the words?
You highlight them and then just click this little A text color.
When they're highlighted?
Yep. And then you can choose one of, these are the default colors, but you can also click new color. And then you're like, I want a blue, but I want it to be here. So you can choose any color.
And then save it. How do you apply it? Or it just does it?
It just does it.
Okay.
See, it's purple over there. And then you can also highlight it and change the font color or font. And I was telling Sandra, don't ever choose one of the ones with a crown.
Okay.
Because that costs money.
Okay.
And that always seems to take a little bit of time. And some of the fonts, you can bold them and some of them you can't. I don't know why that is. Some you can do italics and underline and other ones you can't. So I don't know why that is. And then if you click this here, it'll make them all uppercase. And some fonts are automatically all uppercase. Like they're all uppercase. I didn't make them uppercase. And then if you had like a list, you could do the
Fine.
list function. Where's my, yeah, see if you keep clicking it does dots and then it does numbers and then it goes.
Oh,
And I always feel like they're too far spaced. See how far away that is? If you do this, they get closer together. Do you see that on the brownie pan?
Oh, yeah.
I like them a little bit closer than the default. And then you can actually make the letters far apart too.
so basically you need to just mess with it.
Yep. And then sometimes things will look good and sometimes you're like, I don't like that. Like now that that's on that funky looking brownie, which I would not leave that brownie there, but I was just
No, it
using as an
doesn't look
example.
like a brownie.
It looks like not good.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a meatloaf.
Oh, loaf. I don't know. Meatloaf. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, meatloafers. That's a
And
So-
honest. Oh, go ahead.
See where it's saying happy birthday, Michelle?
Yes.
Can you use that and change it or? Oh,
As long as it doesn't have, again, a paid for thing on there. And most of them don't, I don't think. Like I've used, I think it's brunch before because I liked it. Because I was using it for something that was like a big thing and then small words underneath.
but change it to dinner.
Right.
You can.
You could do it to like we could do brownie pan on here and get rid of this wording altogether.
Oh, geez.
And you can change the size of this stuff
man.
too. You just double click the area and then highlight it. Brownie pan. Not.
Amy, I think we
Not-
might actually be learning something.
I know it. I can't believe it. It's hard to teach me new things.
I thought it was just me. I'm
No,
glad
no.
you're here.
Oh, no.
Brownie pan.
Oh, see?
Okay.
That's what I kept thinking. Well, why do I want something that just says that?
Yeah, me too. Who the hell's Michelle? Yeah.
You're like, why do I want hugs and kisses coming your way? What are you
Yeah.
talking about? And it's really easy when you don't like something, just click it and then hit delete.
Oh, see, I like that.
Oh,
See?
Okay, so I'm gonna,
oh, see, we got rid of that nasty looking brownie. Yeah.
Yeah, I got rid of the nasty looking brownie. And I don't really like this blue because it doesn't really go with it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a pink so it can go with that pale pink one down below.
Oh, yeah, the cupcake down there. And since it is Valentine, pink or red would be pretty.
okay,
Right.
so I'm gonna tell you how to change the color of the brownie pan words.
Okay.
So highlight that. And now go to, don't do it, I'm telling you. So now click on the A with the rainbow underneath of it. And now click on the pink. Okay, and now you're done.
Oh, we changed. Oh, there you did it.
Wow.
Good job.
And then what I like to do sometimes, like with the keys, if I really want something to be on here a lot, I will hit duplicate and it'll make another one.
Oh.
Like with the keys. Okay.
Right. So like
What
if I was putting a
keys?
bunch of stars on here,
Yep.
I wouldn't
What
want
are
to
the
do it
keys?
with this brownie pan, of course, but it'll make it exactly the same size and everything so that,
Okay.
and you always,
What were the keys?
on my Denny Dreamers, I had to make a bunch of keys.
Oh, that's how you made the keys. So how did you do that again?
So like with these, I highlighted the whole little thing
Uh-huh.
and then I hit duplicate.
Duplicate over there. Okay.
And then just put it wherever you wanted.
Yep. And then you can make
Okay.
another one. You can make
Oh.
your little heart's desire. And then see all those lines on there?
Uh-huh.
It
Uh-huh.
helps you line up with the ones above
That's
it.
why it looks
next
so
to it.
even.
Yeah, I would never be able to make them all even like that. And then of course this is too close, so I'd move that down there.
And then do you have to save it every time?
No, it should save automatically.
So I have one more question. How did you get everybody's name in there? And how do you change it to green after we hit our,
Oh, so when I did this, so like this is just a picture. It's a question mark. It's one of these, I think it's an element. And so I delete that and then I add a picture. I uploaded your guys' pictures.
They were uploaded. Okay.
Yep.
okay.
So I uploaded a picture in here and you'll see, like, see this picture's a big picture of her, but then I cropped it so it looks a face.
Okay. And got it in there.
Yep. And then when you guys go green, I click on here and then I click that little color thing
Uh-huh.
and then I hit green.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And then with
How
these words,
stinking easy does that seem?
so with your guys' names, I always, whenever somebody else promotes, I just click somebody else's name and hit duplicate. And then I type their name in there.
Oh, I
So
see.
how did you get the little box for their name?
I just put text.
Oh, just a text?
Yeah. And I played around with
Have
it
a
and
little bit
figured
of a
out
body
which.
text?
Oh, see, I deleted the wrong thing.
Uh-oh. But Amy
Oh,
wants a new
God.
picture.
Yeah, I'm planning on updating this because I want more of a nautical theme since we're going on a cruise.
Okay. We'll change my picture when you do. Please.
All right, send
I
me a
think that's the
picture.
only decent picture I have on Facebook, period.
That's a good one.
Yeah. And your name is too long to fit on my key. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I still like it when it's green. And I also liked that when we got crowns. By the way.
Yes. And so I wanted to do my plan is to get some little, see, and that's what I'll use on here, is I'll go,
Oh, sailor hat.
and then I want
Oh,
a
look,
vector
that one would be
image.
perfect with the penguin.
Oh, this one right here.
Yeah, pirate.
So, but it's the whole thing, but I just want the hat.
Yeah, how do you just get his hat?
So let's see. I'm not a robot. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, we want it on here. So then we upload our penguin. And then let's crop him. Because I just want
Oh, you're just going to try to get his hat.
yeah.
Look at you.
Oh
Because that's
my
what I had to do with the crown
God.
too.
Really?
I had to play with that crown. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Undo. I had to play with that crown so much. Ah. And see, when it gets behind something, it makes me mad.
It makes it hard to do it.
Yep.
Oh, and now you got to get it the right size.
Oh, that is adorable.
Look.
Yay.
So how are you going to make it stay there? Just.
So then I just put it there. And then
Voila.
I have to download it new. And so what I did last time is I put them all down here. Oh, it made them too far away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so we just,
Oh, you duplicate.
oh, undo.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. See how sometimes when you grab it, it does that? That's just something that's going to happen. And then, so I just duplicated them, and the crowns I just had down here at the bottom. And then as you guys went green, I pick it up here.
Now turn Sandra's hat blue.
Oh, I don't know if I can, because that's a vector image.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, not an option.
Because that's going to be like on a background thing.
You can do a filter, and sometimes, so you can kind of get it.
Oh, it's pink.
Yeah, that's kind of cute.
Yeah, that is kind of cute.
Pink.
That's always his favorite color.
with a picture, you can filter and choose one of these filters and then go back and forth on the intensity.
Okay.
And that will, you can change colors that way. But that's,
So are you just tech savvy, or did you have to learn this too?
oh, I just played with it a lot. Like there's
No,
purple.
she's tech savvy.
That's what I'm thinking too, Amy.
Oh, I like green.
Oh, I do too, like green.
I like green.
Green would be for the ocean.
So, and then another cool thing with pictures is you can hit flip and then it flips it the other direction. It just like turns it. See how the anchor's on this side now instead of that side?
Oh, I'd have never noticed that.
Oh, I do see that now.
It doesn't really matter with this, but like,
Took me a minute. I like it on that side better.
you like it on that side better. But it's a lot of fun. You can, of course, there's a lot of programs that you can use, like what is that? You know, there's lots of
Like,
photo editing programs.
Right.
Like I wanted to make this just the key, but I didn't want to cut the thing out.
because that's your own picture.
Yes, I took that
Yeah.
picture. That's on our
So you
lease
can
table.
download your own pictures to this. Like,
Right.
you know,
can,
I've got pictures of the food we make and stuff like
Uh-huh.
that. I would like to be able to download my own pictures.
so you just hit upload and upload them to there. I can upload any of these pictures.
so just
I probably already have
upload
that.
your own.
We need some popcorn in our lives.
And
Okay.
same with marketing imagery. You can get pictures off of there and download them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I am going to stop recording. Hope you guys enjoyed our recording.